concepts and its relation of the mole with the number of the atoms, molecules, and the molar mass and the molar volume. We will do the numericals related to these. Now, just see the first numerical here. Here in the question, we are being asked to calculate the mass of one atom of calcium. Second one is one molecule of sulfur dioxide. Now we'll just see the first one for one atom of calcium. So here students, we know that the mass of 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms of calcium, right? It is equivalent to, or it is equal to gram atomic mass of calcium. So here this number 6.02 10 raised to power 23 is the Avogadro number. It will be, this much number of atom will be equal to the gram atomic mass of calcium. That is when the calcium atomic mass is expressed in terms of grams, right? So we have been asked to find out the mass of single atom. So the mass of one atom of calcium will be equal to 40 upon, this is 6.022 10 raised to power 23. You will just send this 10 raised to power 23 up. It will become 10 raised to power minus 23, and just by solving these two figures here, we will get 6.6, right? So finally the answer is 6.6 into 10 raised to power minus 23 grams. So one atom of calcium will be contained in 6.6 and 10 raised to power minus 23 grams, right? Now in this similar way, we will do the second one, which is one molecule of SO2. Here the number of the entity is in term of molecule. So first you will find out the molar mass of sulfur dioxide. It is 32 plus 16 into 2. It will become 64 gram per mole. So molar mass, so it will be expressed in gram per mole. That is the mass of 1 mole. Now mass of, here the entity is in molecule, so its mass of 6.022 in 10 raised to power 23 molecules of sulfur dioxide will be equal to 64 grams per mole, right? Now what is the mass of one molecule? It will be 64 upon 6.022 in 10 raised to power 23, right? In the same way 10 raised to power 23 will be sent up, right? And then by solving this part, we'll get 1.06, and to adjust the decimal, it will be just 10 raised to power minus 22 here and grams. So this much gram will contain, or we can say this much gram will be the mass of the one molecule, right? Now come to the third question, the next question here, that we have to find out the number of moles in 7.85 gram of iron. So first we have to know what is the formula for finding out the number of moles. So the number of moles is equal to the given mass upon molar mass. Number of moles here, that the mass which has been given to us, it will contain how much number of moles, right? So it is given mass and upon the molar mass. So the molar mass of iron is 56 gram per mole, right? So it is 7.85, which is the given mass, and we'll just get it divided and we'll get 0.1401 moles. So this much gram of iron contains 0.1401 moles. Now let's see the third numerical. To calculate the number of moles of gram atom and gram mole in 25.4 milligrams of iodine. Atomic mass of iodine is 127 atomic mass unit or unified mass. Now in this numerical we have to calculate out the gram atom, that is mass upon gram atomic mass, right? So the given mass is here 25.4 milligrams, and since it is in term of atoms, so we will write down here gram atomic mass, right? The atomic mass of in terms of gram of one atom. So it is 127 mu, or we will write it in terms of gram, it will become 127 grams. Now you can see the difference in the units. So first you will just convert it. So here we know that 1 gram equals 10 to power 3 mg. So we are just converting it, 25.4 into 10 to power minus 3 gram upon 127 gram, and by solving it you will get 2 into 10 to power minus 4 gram per atom, right? Gram atom. This will be the, we can say gram number of gram atoms in the iodine. Now to find out the number of gram mole, right? So here the mass has got a relation with the mole, that is the molar mass here. So mass upon molar mass, right? So mass is given 25.4 mg. We are getting converted into 10 to into grams by multiplying it with 10 to power minus 3, and the molar mass of iodine. Now here the iodine molar mass of an molar mass of iodine, right? So here it will be considered as a molecule, right? So it is 127 into 2. So you will get 254 gram per mole as the molar mass of the iodine, right? So it is mass upon molar mass 25.4 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram upon 254 gram per mole. And students, when you will solve it out, you will get 1 into 10 to the power minus, was 254.4, just 254, just cancel out and just adjust the decimal points. You will get 1 into 10 to the power minus 4 gram mole as the number of gram mole of iodine. So in the gram atom, when you are finding out number of gram atom, we will consider a single atom there, and when it is a gram mole, that time you have to consider the complete mole, that is complete iodine molecule. This is I2, right? As a molecule we have to consider it up. Now come to the next numerical. Here it is: how many atoms of oxygen are found in 300 grams of calcium carbonate? Right? So how many atoms of oxygen are found in 300 grams? So it is related to the formula. So we have to write down here the gram formula mass of calcium carbonate. Right? So as you know that the mass, the molar mass, the relative molar mass of a substance is related in term of atomic mass also, right? Gram atomic mass also, molar mass also, and the formula mass. So here you have to write down the formula, which will just come from its formula. It is calcium 40, carbon 12, 16 into 3. So the gram formula mass, that the mass which is derived from the formula, is 100 gram per mole here. Right, now from here it is clear, we see the formula that in calcium carbonate, 1 molecule of calcium carbonate, or we can say the 1 mole of calcium carbonate, 1 unit of calcium carbonate contain how many atoms of oxygen? 3 atoms. How many atoms of carbon? It is 1, and calcium is also 1, right? So the 1 molecule of calcium carbonate contains 3 atoms of oxygen, right? So we will write in term of now mole. So 1 mole of calcium carbonate contains 3 mole of oxygen atom. So 100 gram will contain how many mole of oxygen? 100 gram, which is the molar mass of it, it also contains the 3 mole of oxygen atom, right? Because 1 mole is equivalent to the molar mass for the gram formula mass of the calcium carbonate, so it will be also equal to 3 mole. Now 1 mole contain how many atoms? It is Avogadro's number equivalent. So 3 mole will contain 3 into 6.022 10 to the power 23 atoms of oxygen. So at the here we can conclude that the 100 gram of calcium carbonate contain 3 into 6.022 10 to the power 23 atoms of oxygen, right? So 1 gram of calcium carbonate will contain, you will just get this number divided by 100, and the quotient you have to find out for the 300 grams. So for the 300 grams, it will be 3 into 6.022 10 to the power 23 upon 100 into 300. Just by solving this, 100 to 3 will go by 3. We'll just multiply and you will get 54.198 into 10 to the power 23 number of oxygen atoms. Let's do the next numerical. Now here we have been asked to calculate the number of moles in each of the following. Now the first one is 11 grams of carbon dioxide, right? So here if we can directly do it by given mass upon the molar mass, for that also you have to calculate out the molar mass of CO2 equals to 12 plus 16 into 2 equals to 44 grams per mole. Now next, either here for solving this, to find out the number of moles in the given mass, you can either use a formula that a given mass upon the molar mass, or you can do in this way also, that 44 grams of CO2 contains 1 mole of carbon dioxide, right? So 1 gram will have 1 upon 44 mole of CO2, and the 11 grams will contain 11 upon 44, that will be equal to 0.25 moles, right? In here you can just do this also, that number of moles, as we did earlier also, given mass upon the molar mass. So given mass is 11 grams here, and the molar mass which we calculated is 44 grams per mole, right? If you do by this formula also, you will get the same answer. Now just come to the second one. Here we have to find out the number of moles for this much, that is substance or a sample containing this much number of molecules of carbon dioxide, right? So we know that the Avogadro number molecules of CO2 will be equal to 1 mole of carbon dioxide, that is 6.022 × 10⁻23 molecules of CO2 will be contained in 1 mole of carbon dioxide, right? Then 3.01 × 10⁻22 molecules will be contained in how much mole of carbon dioxide? It will be just 1 upon 6.02 × 10⁻23 into 3.01 × 10⁻22, and you will just cancel it out, divide it, and you will get the answer 0.05 mole. So this much mole of CO2, 0.05 mole, contains this much number of molecules. Now just see the next question here. It is 1.12 liters of CO2 at STP. Now what is STP? It's the standard temperature pressure, right? Standard temperature will be 273 Kelvin, pressure will be 760 mmHg. This is the standard conditions, right? So here 1.12 liter of CO2. So we know that at STP, that is standard temperature pressure, the 22.4 liter of CO2, right, will be equal to 1 mole, or we can say that 1 mole of CO2 will have the volume of 22.4 liters at STP. So what will be the volume? What will be the mole for 1 liter? It will be 1 upon 22.4, and to get the mole for the 1.12 liters, you will just get 1.12 divided by 22.4 liters. It will come 0.05 moles, right? So at STP, the volume of 1 mole is 22.4 liters. So you have to keep this thing in mind, that at STP, the 1 mole has got this volume, right? It can be of any gaseous molecule. Now to come to the next question, find out the volume at STP. Now here again we are having STP is standard temperature pressure, and this is for 0.1 mole of SO2, sulfur dioxide, right? So here the relation is between the mole and the volume. So at STP we know that 1 mole of SO2 will be equal to 22.4 liter. That means 1 mole of sulfur dioxide will be occupying the volume 22.4 liters, right? So 0.1 mole of SO2 will be 22.4 liters upon 1 into 0.1. You will get it multiplied and you will get the answer 2.24 liter. So this will be the volume occupied at STP by 0.1 mole of SO2, right? So if the mole is 0.1 mole, that time the volume occupied will be 2.24 liters. So student, in the same way you will do the next one also. It is the 14 grams of nitrogen. Here also we have to find out the volume at STP. So nitrogen, first you will find out the molar mass of nitrogen. You know that in the gaseous state, right, the nitrogen exists in the form of N2. It's a diatomic gas, so it will be existing in the form of N2. So you will find out the molar mass of N2 molecule. It is 14 into 2, that is 28 gram per mole. Now the 28 gram per mole will be having the volume, molar volume 22.4 liters at STP.
So 1 gram will be 22.4 upon 28 liters, and for 14 grams by solving it you will get 11.2 liters at STP. So this is the volume at STP for 14 grams of nitrogen.